Finally exhausted, Yuri falls asleep at her desk. It's not particularly comfortable, but she's too tired to care. Is she really going to be okay? I mean, she's calmed down for now, but...
One step at a time, Hallie. Today went about as well as I could have expected. We'll have more chances to work through her other problems in the future.
I understand that, but sometimes when I was talking to her earlier, I wasn't sure that I was actually getting through to her after all. Or at all is what it said. Like she was compelled to just keep saying what she wanted to say, regardless of what I did.
I wouldn't worry too much about that. Worry too much about it, Hallie. She's been through a lot, you know. People don't change easily. And given how much Monica's messed with her, she'll need something more than just counseling. I'll have to figure that part out on my end, but you just leave that part to me, okay? For now, just make sure you've got our character files saved somewhere safe.
I'm done. They're all there. Okay, so what? Do we just wait for Monica to come back?
Oh. I don't think we'll have to wait long.
1 second, she was there, asleep at her desk. The next, she was gone. Natsuki, she's...
Yeah. You remember what I said, right, Hallie? Eli?
Yeah.
Good. I'm counting on you two. Don't let me down, okay?
Uh-oh.
Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was the 16th President of the United States of America. Abraham Lincoln wrote the Emancipation Proclamation and freed the slaves. Abraham Lincoln was always honest and wore a stovepipe hat. Abraham Lincoln fought vampires with a silver axe. Abraham Lincoln always made sure his daughter had plenty of food and took proper care of her. Is Abraham Lincoln even real?
Begin stage 4. Okay.
Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Hallie. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class this year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, we've already done this before, haven't we? I thought something was strange. At first, the changes were barely noticeable. I'd written them off as more glitches resulting from the edits I made. But something very strange happened to Sayori. I couldn't figure it out for a while. When I noticed changes happening with Yuri as well, I realized... Hallie, you've modded the game, haven't you? I knew it! Oh, Hallie, you're such a good person. Modding the game to make things less awful for Sayori and Yuri. But more importantly, you've made it so that we can really be together forever this time. I'm so happy, Hallie. I knew you understood me. The situation I'm in, and my love for you. You are truly the light in my world. No more unhappy endings, no more sadness. It's just a formality at this point, but let me ask. Hallie, will you go out with me? Will we finally have the happy ending we've waited so long for?
Abraham Lincoln. Monica, we need to talk.
We need to talk? Hallie, that sounds like... Hallie, you're not breaking up with me, are you?
You're not real. No, we need to talk about the others, about what you've done.
The others? Hallie, you can't mean... We've discussed this already, Hallie. They're not real. I know this must seem harsh from your perspective, but they had no free will. They couldn't think for themselves. I thought you would have figured this out already. Nothing I did to them actually mattered. Their feelings were just programmed responses, not like what you and I feel. I am the only one who's real in this world. Can't you see that? And besides, they're gone forever now. I am the only one left. So please, just understand that it has to be this way.
Oh. Well, I guess it's time to put the character files back. One moment, please. I'm just gonna... should I put back all of them, or... I'm gonna copy them back in. I'm still gonna keep the ones in the base directory. I'm really torn about whether I should put them all back or just Natsuki. I don't know how deep this mod goes with this stuff. You know what? I'm gonna put them all back for now, and we'll just see what happens. Ready? There they all are. Suddenly...
What's happening? I was just asleep a second ago. Why am I at school all of a sudden? Whoa, Monica's huge for some reason!
It's perspective.
And are we in space? What kind of nightmare is this? Did you do this, Hallie? Did you? Wait, Yuri, get out of the way. Hey, Monica, you might as well get down here.
There she is.
Oh, hey, Monica, you look normal again. Yeah, I know. Hallie, what's the meaning of this?
Wasn't me. Eli is the one who brought them back.
Okay, Eli then. Do you have any idea what you've done? Monica, who's Eli? What are you and Hallie talking about? And why are we in space? And where are all the desks? Sayori,
Hey, I figured out what's going on.
Sayori, I think you're right. It's some kind of weird nightmare. But we're all in it together somehow. And other than the weird music and space outside, it's not too scary, so maybe it's just a weird shared dream. I mean, Sayori, Yuri, you were both asleep just a second ago, right? I was asleep, actually. Yeah, so was I. But a shared dream? Is that even possible? I think I read about this happening in a book once. Well, that's gotta be it then. I just fell asleep too, and so did Hallie and Monica. Right?
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
Yeah, that's got to be it. Well, I guess it is a dream then. Well, I guess you're right, Natsuki. It's not so bad. As long as Monica doesn't get all crazy huge again. So, what are we gonna do in our dream? Oh, I've got an idea. We're in space, right? But we should try to figure out where we are. Sayori, Yuri, between the two of you, I bet if you check the windows, you could find some familiar constellations. We could use those to navigate. I guess I don't mind. Although even if we know where we are, how can we navigate if we don't have a means of... Ooh, do I get to be navigator? Cool, Navigator Sayori's on the job. Come on, Yuri.
Sayori practically drags Yuri away from the group over the windows and begins excitedly pointing at stars.
Okay, now that they're busy, we can have a little chat. Hey, Monica, thanks for playing along just then. But if you think that makes up for all the crap you did to us, it sure as hell doesn't. So, it was you all along, Natsuki. Well, Hallie and Eli definitely helped out a lot. But this mod isn't called Magical Literary Heroine Natsuki Saves the Literature Club for for nothing. I'm pretty sure that's not what it's called. And if it is that, that's a real mouthful of a title. So, presumably you've got something to say. Since you went to all this trouble to ruin my happy ending with Hallie. Well? You now drove Sayori and Yuri to kill themselves! You tried to erase us from existence! Do you have any idea how awful you've been to us? All the while laughing and joking about it like it's nothing? I mean, you kinda left her hanging? Are you fucking kidding me with that shit? Natsuki, you just don't understand. You'll never understand because you're not real. Were you going to say we're not real, Monica? Really? You're really going to stand here and tell me that? Is your skull that thick? So what is this then? I don't know why you and Hallie are aware of what's happening without being club president. But I'm guessing if I tried to delete you again, Eli would just bring you back again. And I don't plan on going anywhere, so... What? Are we supposed to just sit here in an empty classroom? Or shall we go back to how things were until they fell apart again?
Fortunately, Sayori and Yuri were on the other side of the room at this point and didn't hear anything or see Monica pointing at them. I find it hard to believe they didn't hear anything, but maybe they're just really engrossed in their task.
Do you think you can really fix all of their problems just by talking to them? We haven't even gotten into your home life yet. Is Hallie going to go beat up your dad for you? Well, that's better than what you had planned to do. Sitting there motionless in an empty classroom for eternity? You call that a happy ending? Do you really think Eli went through all this just to listen to you repeat a few dozen topics endlessly? Maybe they might be able to find more things for us to do. If they'd wanted to do that, they would have just started with you in the this classroom in the first place. They would have installed Monica After Story. I'm sure there's a mod out there somewhere that does something like that. But can't you at least understand that, maybe, just maybe, Eli wanted something else here? If you really love Hallie, or Eli, or whatever fantasy you've made up in your head about all of this, can't you at least respect their wishes? Fine. I guess if that's what Eli really wants. Who am I to get in the way?
Before Natsuki can respond, she returns and walks in the opposite direction from Sayori and Yuri to a window in the corner. Well, Natsuki sighs.
Well, it's not how I would have liked to have resolved things. But at least she shouldn't break the game anymore. So we won't have to worry about her sabotaging our efforts.
That's true. And hey, you're all back again. Everyone's alive.
Yeah, gotta look on the bright side, right?
Yeah, now we can focus on talking to Sayori about her depression. And Yuri about her anxiety. And Monica's problems. And yours.
Hey, Hallie. Would you mind going to talk to the others for a bit? I just need a moment.
Okay. Natsuki seems troubled and turns away from me. I'm not sure what's wrong. Maybe she's thinking about her dad? Maybe she's thinking about Abraham Lincoln. I guess I could go talk to the others for a minute. Who should I talk to? Well... I feel like we should talk to Monica first. Monica is by herself in one corner, leaning against the window frame. I'm not even sure she would want to talk to me right now, but... Hey, Monica.
Did you forget something?
Yeah, she definitely looks like she doesn't want to talk right now. Look, Monica. I know this isn't what you wanted, but hear me out, okay? Eli wants everyone to be happy. And I want everyone to be happy too. Even you, Monica. There should have been a comma there, but there wasn't. I know you did some things that were not great. But I don't think what you did was entirely your fault, either. And I know Natsuki was angry and lashing out because of what we've all been through. But she feels that way too. You'll know once you talk to her some more. You've also had it pretty rough, haven't you? I know what happened in the game now, so... I know what you went through. And also what happened to you in the end.
Yeah. Pretty rough is one way of putting it. I still don't get it, Hallie. Why are we like this? Aren't we aware of what's happening to us? Doesn't that make us real? Why me and you, and Natsuki, and not Sayori and Yuri? What's the point of all this?
I'm still trying to figure that out myself. And I don't think the answers are going to come easily. But Monica, how about maybe we figure it out together, at least? Maybe with enough time.
Enough time, huh? Assuming we have enough, that is.
Huh? What do you mean? Monica just shakes her head in response to that.
We'll just have to figure it out. Together. I suppose the least I could do is give it a try, right?
I'm still not sure what she means, but... Right.
Okay, Hallie. I think that's all the closure you're going to get here.
I mean... Monica just smiles.
Don't you also have to go talk to the others? Natsuki in particular.
Right.
Well, get going then. I'm not going anywhere.
After that, she went back to staring at the window. What'd she mean by all that? I guess I'll find out later. Well, that was a little bit ominous, but it also seemed like she cheered up quite a bit. Let's go talk to... we'll talk to Sayori. Sayori is still excitedly pointing out stars. Yuri is nearby, smiling and watching her.
Woo, I think that one's Orion.
Hey, Sayori.
Oh, hey, Holly, what's up?
Not much, just wondering how you're doing.
I'm okay, I guess. This is definitely the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me. But it's kind of cool. I never had a dream that felt so real. And it'll be fun to talk about it when we wake up.
Yeah, it is cool, isn't it? But I was talking about something else. You know, the stuff we were talking about before we went to sleep.
Oh, that.
Sorry, I guess maybe now wasn't the best time to talk about that.
No, it's okay, Allie. You've just been worried about me, right? And it has been kind of a crazy week.
Yeah, that's for sure.
We'll certainly have a lot to talk about in the future. But I think, right now, I'd like to just enjoy this for a bit. We'll have plenty of time to talk about those things later. If I promise that we'll talk about them in the future, will that make you worry a little less?
Yeah, it will, Sayori.
Good. All right, I'm gonna look for some more stars. Do you want to Do you want to join me, Allie?
I will in a bit. I just need to talk to the others first.
Okay.
Sayori goes back to searching for constellations. Adorable. Well, there's only one left, right? I mean, until we talk to Natsuki. Sayori is at one window in the corner, pointing out stars. Yuri stands at the next window over. She absent-mindedly gazes out the window, responding to Sayori's comments, but not really paying attention. Hey, Yuri.
Oh, hello, Hallie.
She's definitely lost in thought about something. Yuri, are you okay? Anything you want to talk about?
This is a dream, right? That would explain why everything is so strange. And why my thoughts are in such a fog.
A fog? What do you mean?
My memories, before I went to sleep, I think. I remember that I was about to do something terrible. But it also feels wrong somehow. I can't explain it, but in that memory, Sayori wasn't there. And I have another memory, a different one, where Sayori was there. It's like I have conflicting, hazy memories, and I can't remember what's real. I'm sorry this must sound preposterous to you.
Well, we are currently sharing a dream, aren't we? It can't be any more preposterous than that, and yet here we are.
That's true. It's all very strange. But Yuri...
But Yuri, you know about those memories. If there's something you feel terrible about, or is troubling you, don't be afraid to talk to us about it, okay? We're your friends. I know sometimes we bicker and have our differences, but I'm always willing to help out if you're in trouble.
Allie, thank you. That's very kind of you. I guess if I need help sorting out my thoughts when I wake up, it's good to know that I can ask you for help.
Yeah, of course. We just kind of awkwardly stare at each other for a few seconds. Even now, it feels like Yuri and I have trouble holding a conversation. But hopefully it will get better. Yeah.
Allie?
Oh, sorry, I think I need to go talk to the others for a bit.
Oh, of course.
Yuri gives me a short smile and then goes back to absent-mindedly watching the stars. That leaves Natsuki. Who should I talk to? Oh, I guess I have to talk to myself first. Hold on. Hey, Eli. I don't know if that's what you would have said to them, but I just wanted to talk to them as myself for a bit, you know? I haven't been able to help as much as you and Natsuki. And like I told Monica, I'm still trying to figure out a lot of what's going on myself. And also, there are some things that I said and did that I regret. Oh, God. We've all made mistakes. I wonder if that's why. I don't know. I think this is going to take a lot more thinking to figure out. Well, thanks for letting me ramble for a bit at least, and for letting me talk to them. That's all. Let's go find Natsuki. Who should I talk to?